ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Jo Barnes here. Nice to speak to you. Now, there have been some major changes in Facebook over the last few weeks, haven't there? All sorts of different things that have been happening. But this one over the last 24 hours really is a biggie. Okay, this is a huge change. Now, normally I'm making videos all about the fan page, and here I am on my fan page, but this time it's got nothing to do with your fan page. This time it's all about your personal profile. So I'm actually going to head over to my personal profile. This is where we need to be looking. So here I am on my profile. I'm just going to close this. I've done another video about what this is, so look out for that. Okay, what we want to do is go down here to this new tab down here on our nav bar. It's called subscriptions. So if we click on subscriptions, that's going to take you through to this page. Now, if you're watching and following along, please do not just go ahead and do what I'm about to do, because I do want to walk through the pros and cons of this before you just go ahead and do it. So watch what I do, see what it all means, and then at the end of the video you can decide whether you want to go ahead and do it for yourself. But let me tell you what this whole subscription thing is all about first. If you click on the Learn More button, that's going to take you to this page, okay? And this page basically tells you what it's all about. Now, the reason it's such a huge change is because what the subscribe button actually allows you to do is to now subscribe to people who perhaps in the past you have wanted to become their friend, you've wanted to see their stuff, but maybe they've reached their 5,000 friend limit or whatever, and you can now go out and subscribe to them. Okay, so anybody who you think is somebody who shares really interesting information and you would like to see that information in your news feed, you no longer have to be accepted as a friend. You can simply subscribe to their posts, and now anything they put on their wall, on their public profile, you will be able to see in your news feed. Okay, now conversely, people can also subscribe to you. Alright, so anybody that has maybe wanted to be your friend and for whatever reason you haven't wanted to friend them, or you have reached your 5,000 limit, they can now subscribe to your posts, okay, and see everything that you update on your wall. Now, what you have to do in order for people to see those posts, okay, then any status update you put in here has to be ticked public. Alright, and then anybody who subscribes to you can basically see this public and see all of your updates. If you put friends at the end of your post, then only people who are your friends will see your content. Okay, so that's very key. You have to put this public, tick the public box, in order for people who have subscribed to you to see your updates. All right, but let's go through and do it. As I said, just wait until the end of the video to decide whether you want to do this, because this is a big decision. Okay, I use my public profile for not always for personal stuff. I do put a few personal bits and pieces on there, but on the whole I've used it to build friends, like-minded friends within the social media world, within the online marketing world. And therefore, for me, I want a lot of my updates to be as public as possible. But for those of you who perhaps use your Facebook personal profile for more personal stuff, this might not be ideal for you. So you do need to give it some thought, okay? Because this is taking your personal profile now and making it public. You will begin to become a public figure, okay, and share your information publicly. So let's see what happens when I click on allow subscribers. Okay, so I'm going to click allow subscribers there, and now I've got this little box that says edit subscriber settings. So first of all, success, people can now subscribe to my public updates. Secondly, allow anyone to comment on my public updates. Okay, so this is currently off. Now when this is off, it means that only friends or friends of friends can comment. Okay, if I want to turn this on, then that means that anybody can now comment on my public updates. Anybody who subscribed to me, okay, not necessarily a friend. Okay, and then these are the notifications. When you subscribe to people, it's going to show up in the news feed to say I've just subscribed to this person. Okay, so all these are going to show up in your news feed. All right. So I'm just going to leave that where that is for now. And then I'm going to click OK. Okay. Now, here we are. So I haven't subscribed to anybody yet. If I go to my wall, I'm not going to see anything different on my wall. Okay. But if I go to somebody else's wall who's already using the subscribe, so let's go to the man himself, Mark Zuckerberg. We know he's using subscribe. You'll notice up here there's this new subscribe button. Okay, so if I click on that subscribe button, it means I am now subscribed to Mark Zuckerberg, and I'm now going to get his posts and updates. Now you've noticed here, as I've hovered over the subscribe button, I can choose to either have every single thing he posts on his wall, yeah, all his updates, or I can choose most updates, which is pretty much where your settings are now. If you think about it, you're already subscribed to your friends, okay? That's kind of how it works. You're already there and subscribed to your friends, and you're getting most updates, okay? Or you can click on only important, all right? Not sure what that means or how they're going to figure out exactly what is important, but you can click on only important. And then down here you can choose to have live events, status updates, photos and videos, games. So I can say, well, I don't want to know anything about games, thanks very much. But I am interested in, am I really interested in his life? Not sure. But what I am interested in is status updates, and I'm interested in, you know, photos and videos. Okay? And then, of course, you can just simply unsubscribe if you'd actually rather not receive any updates from that person whatsoever. So if we head back to our profile now you're going to see, can you see, I've now got this new tab that's come up which says subscribers. And if I click on subscribers, subscriptions, there I am subscribed to Mark Zuckerberg. Okay? And when anybody comes to my profile now, they will be able to see a subscribe button up here in the top right hand corner, and they'll be able to click that subscribe button and become a subscriber of mine. Okay, so that's basically how it works. And what will happen is when you go to your home page, you will now start to see updates in here from the people that you have subscribed to. Okay. So, how does this affect you? What are the pros and the cons of this? Well, as a public figure, this is fantastic. Okay, so for somebody like myself, I mean, I haven't got 5,000 friends, I've only got 2,900 friends at the moment, but to be honest with you, I get so many friend requests on a daily basis that I don't have the time to go through all of the friend requests and, you know, say yes and no and pick them and all that kind of stuff, okay? So I tend to leave them for ages. So this now allows people who'd like to be my friend and who I haven't got back to and said, yes, you know, come on board, to now subscribe to me and see all of my public posts, okay? What is the con for this is that, as I said earlier, if you use Facebook, if you use your personal profile for exactly that personal stuff, then this might not be what you want. You may not want people to see your personal stuff on your page, okay? So you can still go out and subscribe to other people, but people cannot subscribe to you if you do not turn it on, okay? So you do have to go in and you have to actually turn it on for it to work. All right, so think very carefully about whether you want your information going out there into the public realm, but do, you know, make a note that when you have subscribers, you will obviously be able to choose who's going to get to see your posts, whether it's public, which is all subscribers, or just your friends. All right. Now, some key things. How are we doing for time? I don't want to run over too much. Okay, some key things. You can have 5,000 subscriptions. Okay, so you can go out and you can subscribe to 5,000 people, but you can have unlimited subscribers to you. Okay. Another thing to note is that you will not see the subscribe button on your own profile. Other people will see it, but you will not see it on your own profile. Okay. As I was saying earlier, when you subscribe to somebody, it is going to show in your news feed. It's going to go out and show in your news feed that you've just subscribed to somebody, okay? And just like friends, Do not go and subscribe to too many in one go. You will get a spam warning if you subscribe to too many in one go. So take your time and just make a list of people who you really are hugely interested in getting their stuff from, and gradually go and subscribe to them. Now, if you're thinking, well, how does this kind of work with pages then? I've got a public page. I'm now going to have this public profile. What do I use, a page or a profile? Well, let me show you some good resources, okay? And I'm going to put all the links under this video. First of all, here's the actual introducing the subscribe button. Okay, I'm going to put that link underneath the video so you can go and have a look at that with some common questions down here. Okay. Secondly, here's the actual help center, all about the subscribe stuff from Facebook themselves. Okay, so go and check out all of the stuff within the help center. There's a new page called Facebook and Public Figures, all about you being a public figure. So go and have a look at this. This has got some information on it. There's the blog post for introducing the subscribe button. So between all of these, this actually has a look, subscribe versus page. This tells you all the differences between your subscribe button and using your page, a profile with a subscribe button and using your page. Okay. But if you're thinking, oh, this is great, why don't they introduce this for pages? Well, they have, guys. When you actually sign in as your page, okay, so if I went to the Social Networking Academy, for instance, and signed in as the Social Networking Academy, and then go to my home page, any page that I have liked, any page that I have clicked like on shows up in my newsfeed. So essentially I have subscribed to all these pages just by going and clicking like. And people who are fans of your page have essentially subscribed to your page just by clicking like. They want your information in their newsfeed. Okay? So that's exactly what Facebook have now introduced to your public profile. Okay, they've now introduced essentially this subscribe button, which is very similar to a like button, isn't it? Somebody likes and then your information ends up in their newsfeed. Okay, so that's it, guys. A huge change, a huge change. So give it some thought. Decide whether you definitely want to have your information out there in the public eye. And if you do, then hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thanks for listening. Speak again soon. Bye-bye.